A failed break-in at a Van Nuys home turned into a full confrontation with a naked man at a nearby apartment.
That's right, Susie. And tonight, a couple says that never should have happened. KCAL 9's Lesley Marin is live in Van Nuys to explain why. Lesley?
Well, Susie, Juan, this couple was just left terrified, and they say that never should have happened after the videos that they caught and showed police that were just horrifying.
Security video catches the moment this suspect walks up to this Van Nuys home on Vesper Avenue just after 11:30 at night last Tuesday. You see him first peer through a window. He then tries twisting the doorknob and eventually takes out what looks like a sharp object and tries to jam it into the door.
Once I saw him approaching the window and trying the door, it got real scary real fast.
Robert Hemingway was watching this all unfold through his Ring doorbell camera. He wasn't home, but his wife was.
Who is it?
This is a little demon.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Hemingway says the suspect then walked off, but his wife called police, and to their surprise,
They said that they couldn't officially arrest him because he hadn't been doing anything that broke the law. Their basic description was that he hadn't been here long enough and didn't really do enough damage trying to break in, and that he left.
Hemingway says police said they would be taking the suspect to the hospital, but the couple now questions if that ever happened. The Hemingways say a detective called them a few days later. The same man allegedly was taken into custody after breaking into an apartment less than a mile from their home and just hours after his attempted break-in. The father, who lives at the apartment on Bow Street, says the suspect took off his clothes and entered a room where his two 12-year-old daughters were sleeping. In Spanish, Jose Campos said, "I found him in the bathroom wrapped in the shower curtain with a drill. He was completely naked and he began to attack us." Campos says he then fought the suspect, hurting his arm in the scuffle. Police were able to take the man into custody, but back at the Hemingway home, they are left frustrated why more wasn't done when the suspect tried to enter their home.
Knowing what happened here, there was no reason for that family to have to go through that down there. There just isn't.
The Hemingways do tell us that they have since met with the Campos family. Both families have exchanged videos and photos, and they say they know this is the same suspect because of some of the tattoos on that man, including one of horns on his head. Now, we did reach out to LAPD. We have yet to hear back on who this suspect is and if he is still in custody. Reporting live, Lesley Marin, KCAL 9 News.
Lesley,